Capital A is seeking to float its AirAsia brand royalty business and aircraft leasing unit in the US by injecting these operations into a Nasdaq-listed special purpose acquisition company or SPAC. It is aiming for an indicative valuation of $1 billion or 4.77 billion ringgit. In a statement, Capital A said it inked a letter of intent with the SPAC, Ethereum Acquisition Corp, for a proposed merger between the latter and an upcoming Cayman Islands entity known as Capital A International, to be set up by the low-cost carrier operator. This unit will be an investment and strategic development company that leverages the AirAsia brand and capitalizes on core capabilities in aviation, travel and hospitality and digital technologies. It will acquire brand manager Brand AA and fleet consolidated from Capital A, enabling the new company to generate revenue from brand royalty and the leasing of aircraft. The proposed business combination will form part of Capital A's proposed plan to regularize its financial position. The group said a detailed announcement will be made upon the signing of a definitive agreement. Capital A shares closed unchanged at 82.5 cents, valuing it at 3.48 billion ringgit. The three-member federal court bench dismissed an application by the Malaysia Competitions Commission or MyCC to review an apex court decision regarding the 10 million ringgit fine it imposed on carriers AirAsia and Malaysia Airline System over their market-sharing agreement in 2012. The anti-competition watchdog was seeking a review of a decision last February by the federal court to reject its appeal to reimpose the fine, which had been levied in 2014. Tan Sri Abang Iskandar Abang Hashim, who led the bench, said today that the decision was unanimous, as it ruled MyCC has not passed the threshold under Rule 137 of the Federal Court Rules, which provides the apex court the power to set aside its own ruling to prevent injustice or abuse of the court process. Abang Iskandar said there is no shred of evidence to show that the previous decision was tainted with denial of justice on MyCC, and ordered the agency to pay costs of 60,000 ringgit. Natural Resources, Environment and Climate Change Minister Nik Nazmi said all state governments agree that it is necessary to raise water tariffs for domestic users, especially since some states have not seen an increase in the past 40 years. The previous government had last June agreed to adjust water tariffs for non-domestic and special categories in Peninsular Malaysia and Labuan, with an average increase of 25 cents per cubic metre. But as Nik Nazmi pointed out, many states lack industrial or commercial sectors. Speaking at the Dewan Rakyat today, he said his ministry is developing a mechanism that will allow state water operators to adjust tariffs without having to seek ministerial approval, though not at the expense of consumers in the bottom 40% and middle 40% income groups. He said a proposal will be submitted to the cabinet regarding this. According to the minister, the government also intends to review the 1962 water agreement with Singapore, citing certain issues with aspects of the deal and the need to find the best solution. He did not elaborate on the specific problems alluded to. Independent power producer YTL Power International has become a substantial shareholder of Ranhill Utilities after acquiring 243.33 million shares, equivalent to an 18.87% stake in its rival. In a bourse filing, YTL Power said the transaction was made today. In a note, MIDF Research said it understands the 18.87% block was acquired from Cheval Infrastructure Fund, which in turn is expected to cease to be a shareholder of Ranhill. The research firm said its quick channel checks suggest this is a strategic investment decision for YTL Power, as it sees good assets within the Ranhill Group, such as its exclusive rights to Johor water supply and Sabah power sector exposure. Since YTL Power's stake is still below the 20% threshold, MIDF said it sees no impact on the company's earnings at this point. It reaffirmed its buy calls on Ranhill with a target price of 80 cents and YTL Power with a target price of 2 ringgit 45. At the close, Ranhill shares jumped by some 27% to 73.5 cents, while YTL Power's shares rose 3% to end the day at 2 ringgit 18 cents. The Sessions Court awarded some 700,000 ringgit to a businessman who filed a suit against cryptocurrency platform Luno Malaysia for not safeguarding the cryptocurrencies kept in his account. In the suit, UC Tak claimed he had lost some 600,000 ringgit in cryptocurrencies after his Luno account was hacked into and held the platform responsible for failing to safeguard his holdings. In the first decision of its kind against a cryptocurrency platform in Malaysia, Petaling Jaya Sessions Court Judge Sazlina Safi said, "You had proven his claim based on the balance of probabilities. The court held Luno to be negligent and awarded you the sum he lost, together with an extra 100,000 ringgit as punitive damages. The court also ordered costs and interests on the judgment sum to be paid by the cryptocurrency exchange to you."